Hello. Yes, good morning, Satrika. Good morning, Santosh. Good morning, Raju. Good morning, beta. Yes, good morning, Likita. Good morning, Sai Darsa. Good morning, Tarun. Good morning, Ani King. Beta, I understand many of you are asking the when will college open. Beta, it's not in our hand. It is the decision of government which will decide, right? Yes, Mansa beta, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jaishankar. Okay, there might be. Okay, okay, that's great. Good news. Brilliant news. Okay, okay. Thanks for the information, beta. So as soon as schools are opened, as soon as school, the permission to open the school is given, the school will be open and offline classes will also start. So are you guys excited for offline classes? Yes, okay, fine. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Okay, fine. Fine. So in the previous class, I have said there is one metal and one oxide. They are forming two types of oxide. So I have got answers from many of you. One of them is yes, Dharmsot Santosh has sent me the answer in the morning. Okay. So I'm just discussing, right? So it says 50% this and 50% this, but the formula is, so this is percentage, right? These are elements, and using this we can easily calculate atoms. Atoms can be calculated by divided by molar mass. Here also molar mass, that is 16. But it says the formula is MO2. Then it clearly says if it is something X, or if it is something X, then it must be 2X. Okay, because it says, yes, good morning Vani beta. But it says, you can see that the molar ratio, the exact molar ratio, your exact number of atoms are in the 1:2 ratio. So as numerator is same, to make this value half, you need to take molar mass as 32. That is very clear, that molar mass will be 32. So from the first information you have calculated. So I think you have done this part correct, right? But in the next part, let us see, this is first oxide. So using the information of first oxide, we are now trying to predict the formula of second oxide. Now it says this is 60 and this is 40. So that's very simple, 60 by 32. Here it will be 40 by 16, that's it. If you want to simplify, then you can simplify. Please better check your connection, because I think board is clear for all other students. Pranay. So if it is 60 by 32 and 40 by 16, so you can either you want to calculate, then you can calculate. There is no issue. But if you want to say, so the number of atoms, if you directly put, then they will be like M60 by 32 and O40 by 16. But this is something not good number. So what you can do, you just multiply by 32. Multiply by 32 this number, this will become 60 O40. But this is not simplified. This is what we do here also. This is what we do here also. But 60-40, it can be written as 6 by 6:4 because it is exact ratio or exact number of atoms. So this can be simplified as M3O2. But I think Dharmshodh has given me the wrong answer. That is why I discussed it. But check it. Wait. Here it will be 80. This will be 80. So this will be 8. And this will be 4. So the final answer will be M3O4. Niharika, good morning, beta. So please check. How many of you got this answer, beta? I want a response from your side. How many of you got this answer? M3O4. Any one of you? Please. Aviram, Anil King, Anjali, Likhit. Did you solve this? Did you solve this? Sir, can you explain about stoichiometry of? Well, I will be explaining better. Right now, I am focusing here. Why are you deviating from the topic? Just first, I am focusing here, beta. Have you solved this, Vani? Did you solve this problem? Mansa, okay. Okay, Mansa has got the right answer. What about Vijay? What about Sai Darshak? Good morning, beta. Sir, but wrong answer, sir. Okay, so focus here, beta. This is very simple. You have to manipulate the answer. Okay, so you have to practice this, beta. This is very easy, right? This is very sulabham. So try to improve your calculation part. That's not very difficult. Okay, you could have solved it by 4. It will result as 15 by 8, and it will 4 by, this will be 10 by 4 or 5 by 2. Okay, if you are not able to compare, then just make the denominator same. So just 20 by 8. Now you can see this is big number, this is small number. So divide by this by, this is small number, so divide by this to this. So it will become 1. And if you divide this, then this will become 20 by 15. That is 4 by 3. So you can easily write M1O4 by 3 or M3O4. By this way, you can also calculate. You have to solve in such a way that you have to, while you are solving, at the same time, you should also take care of the other step or the next step. This is what JEE and NEET is going to teach you. That while you are solving, at the same time, you are thinking about the next step, so that the calculation part can be made easy. This is what NEET and JEE will teach you, that how to simplify the calculation. You are going to apply these concepts in your daily life also. That while taking decision in your daily life, we have to think about the future. Okay, what you are doing today, how those decisions or your actions are affecting your life in the future, right? So this is what we are learning through this preparation, not only academic excellence. At the same time, you are also learning how to take decisions, how to simplify the problems, right? That is why the value of doctors and IITians and engineers are very high in the society, right? So, okay. So this was the problem. I was discussing something else. So I will move to that. We were discussing about the chemical reactions. So I have already told you something. Now I am going to generalize it and I am going to write something: combustion of hydrocarbon. Combustion of hydrocarbon. So any hydrocarbon can be written at CXHY. Just see this equation, CXHY. As it says combustion, it means it is burnt in the presence of oxygen. If you are burning, we have already understood that it will going to produce with the help of carbon CO2. Whenever burning or combustion is given, there should be no doubt whether it will be CO or CO2. If you burn carbon, it will produce highest oxide. If you burn sulfur, it will produce highest oxide. Okay, so there should be no doubt in your mind until unless given you are going to take for carbon CO2 and for hydrogen H2O. Because if you see, carbon can also form CO, it can also form CO2. Hydrogen can also form H2O or H2O2. But in the combustion process, these are the right answers. Right? So now we are going to balance. So Vaini, just focus. If you are balancing, so during the balancing, the number through which you are using to balance the atoms on the left and right, those numbers are known as the simplest number through which you are balancing. Those numbers are known as stoichiometric coefficients. Okay, just give me a few moments, I will be explaining. So you can see here there are X atoms of carbon, but here is only one atom. So you have to balance. You cannot change the molecular formula that you say, let me write this like this. No, you cannot, right? So just put the X. Now as carbon are already balanced, okay, try to balance atoms of the molecule first. Atoms of the molecules or heteroatomic molecule first, because they are containing more than one atom, more than one type of atom. So we will be focusing on the oxygen in the last. Okay, so first we are focusing here. We try to balance this. Okay, so if you balancing carbon, it will give you X here. But if you see hydrogen, there are two and there are Y. These are Y and there are two. If you put Y, then they will become 2Y. They will become 2Y. So to make this 2Y into Y, you will divide by 2. Now if you see, if you multiply Y by 2 into 2, you will get Y number of hydrogen. So it is also balanced. Okay. Now our main job is to balance oxygen. You see here number of oxygen atoms, these are only 2x. From here, these are Y by 2. These are total number of oxygen atoms. In the right hand side, to balance here, if you put this, put the same number 2x plus Y by 2, what you will get, you will see that now number of atoms have become twice of this. So just divide by 2. If you divide by 2, then you will get a number x plus Y by 4. Okay, so you can directly write, if you want to write, you can directly write xy y by 4 here. Okay, if you want to write. Is that okay, or shall I explain it once again? Tell me, shall I explain it once again, or is it okay? So if some hydrocarbon is given, explain beta, you just have to check the number of atoms. There are X atoms of carbon, so I have put here X. There are Y number of hydrogen, but if you put here Y, then it will become 2Y. So make it Y, I have divided by 2. Okay, so if you do this, then number of oxygen atoms are this, and if you put this number over here to make oxygen, to balance the oxygen, then these will be double of what is on the left side, right side. So make equal, you have to divide by 2. So you can write directly, right? Whenever there is any hydrocarbon, you can directly put like x y y by 4. You do not need to remember every time. For example, I will be taking some examples. CH4 I have already taken. Yeah, I want to directly use this equation. X, for here x is 1, y is 4. So 1 plus 4 by 4, that is 2. So you have to write only 2. कैसे आया बेटा? 1 plus 4 by 4. If you solve this, then number of oxygen is twice. If you write anything, someone was asking propane. So this is propane, C3H8. So if you want to write, the number of coming here will be 3 plus 8 by 2, that is 8 by 4, that is 3 plus 2, 5. If you put something else like C6H6, this is benzene beta, this is benzene. So it will give only 6 plus 6 by 4. This is how you have to solve. So any hydrocarbon is given. Now you can easily balance that. Is that okay? Okay. On the first instance, this might look difficult. This might look difficult, but by practicing, this will solve. This will save you some time, some seconds, as well as this will enhance your accuracy. Okay. So to enhance your accuracy, you might need to learn some new things. So this is one of the new things for you, but simple. So is that okay, beta? Shall I give more examples? So any hydrocarbon is given. Okay. So I am giving some examples. You just try to solve them. C2H4. This is fill in the blanks. C5H9. C5H10. This is the fill in the blanks. So right now I am focusing only on oxygen. So fill these two blanks. Fill these two blanks and give me the answer. Four and 10. Someone is saying 4 and 10. No, beta. Mansa, you are not right. 1 and 3. First one is 3. Yes, that is okay. Krushita, you have done first part right. Yes, that is also okay. Yes, fine. Who? 1920. First time I am seeing your name. 1920. Yes, the first one is right, beta. Mansa, check your answer, beta. Check your calculation. 3 and 7. Chaturteja. I think that is not correct. That is wrong, beta. 3 by 2, Hano. What is that? Is also wrong, beta. 10. No, beta. Chaturteja. Come on. 2 and 7.5. Yeah, great. Krushita has given the right answer. Goli Parne. You have also not. No one, beta. Not. Come on. That's a very simple. So you will get directly 2. X is 2. And 4 by 4. Beta, it will be 3. It will come as 3. Here if you write 5 plus 10 by 4. So 10 by 4 is nothing but 2.5. So it will come as 7.5. Yes, Santosh, you have done right. Bharat, first is 3. That is okay. Okay. So if some question is given about, so you can also balance for carbon dioxide. For water, it is 2H2O. C3H8, 3 number of CO2. The number of carbon will tell you. Acha, in general, let me tell you one thing. If some process is given combustion, so generally we take it as 1 mole. See, I am not changing any stoichiometry here. I am not changing any stoichiometry here. I am only changing stoichiometry on the other components. So 3 CO2 and 4 H2O. You can complete your reactions. C6, 6 CO2 and 3 H2O. That's it. Okay, these you can do by your own. Is that okay, beta? Will you be able to do it? Okay, if I am saying this question, CO plus O2. So what will form? What will be the product? The product will be CO2. So in that case, you have to put half. Or you can write twice of CO plus O2 gives CO2. So whenever lower oxide, this is lower oxide, beta. This is lower oxide. You will learn the oxidation number. I have already told you in the starting classes. So whenever lower oxide is burned, it will produce beta higher oxide. Okay. So these are some basic and fundamental things which you need to learn slowly. Fine. Is that okay, beta? Shall I move ahead? You can also predict how to balance COXZ. Now, if oxygen is given, if you burn oxygen, nothing, oxygen cannot be burned. The product for in this case will be CO2 as well as H2O. Now you have to balance. I want answer in next class. What will be the answer over here? Right? This is your HW. Okay. So someone was asking what is stoichiometry. So whatever the integers or the numbers written in front of the components or molecules, these are stoichiometry. This is stoichiometry for oxygen. This is stoichiometry for CO2. Stoichiometric coefficients depends upon, okay, yes, that will be 2 beta, right? Thanks. So stoichiometric coefficients depend upon the reaction. So balancing, we will balance it like, we will be balancing it considering or the depending upon the reaction, right? So the numbers which are used to balance to make equal the atoms on the both side, these are known as stoichiometric coefficient. These give us the information about the exact molar ratio in which components are reacting or producing. Okay, so it gives that whenever this will be burned 3:4, that these two will be formed in the ratio of 3:4. Molar ratio, not weight ratio. Remember, there is difference between molar ratio and weight ratio. We are totally dealing chemistry in moles, right? Is that okay? So we will proceed. Okay, interpretation of balanced chemical reaction. It's not one beta, it is Y. It is oxygen and Z. This is Y and this is oxygen and Z. This is oxygen and Z. CXHYOZ. Okay, you solve it. I am not. I will be discussing it in the next class. So the next topic is interpretation of balanced chemical reaction. If you go by NCERT, so they have given one method, that is mole-mole relation. They have given the one method, that is mole-mole analysis, right? So it is nothing but stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculation. Stoichiometric calculation. First one, mole-mole analysis. Mole-mole analysis. Okay. So in the initial classes, I have told you how to calculate moles. I have told you mole is one of the important actor in the chemistry. It is represented by N. If weight is given, you just calculate by molar mass, dividing by molar mass. If volume is given, it is only for gases. So at STP, it will be 22.4 divided by 22.4 at STP. If number of particles are given, that is N is given, particles, then it can be calculated by N divided by Avogadro number, that is 6 into 10 raised to 23. So these are some basic things which you will be requiring to solve while solving these equation. Okay, so I am just giving one problem, just tell me the answer. First, if it is given, we have already understood that on heating potassium chlorate, it produces KCl and O2. We have already balanced it. It is 2, 2, and 3. So if you want to write, if you want to solve, if you want to understand the relation, you can easily solve by using this mole analysis, that moles of potassium chlorate divided by 2 must be equal to moles of potassium chloride divided by 2 and moles of oxygen divided by 3. So we are just putting the stoichiometry in the denominator. We are just putting the stoichiometry in the denominator. I didn't understand, beta, what you are saying, Likhta. Is that okay, beta? So in this case, if you want to calculate oxygen moles, okay, so you can calculate either by calculating this or this. What you can write if you want to calculate in terms of potassium chlorate, so you just put this 3 here, so it will be 3 into NKClO3 divided by 2. Just check. If you want to calculate for oxygen, its stoichiometry is in the numerator side. N is moles, beta, Krushita, N is moles, beta. It is written here. Beta. So it is mole relationship, beta, mole analysis, not male. It's mole analysis. Fine. So if here is 3, if you want to calculate for oxygen, put stoichiometry of oxygen in the numerator, and by using, if you are using the potassium chlorate, so use the stoichiometry of potassium chlorate in the denominator. Okay, that's very simple. If you want to analyze, then you will easily calculate. For example, if I want to calculate for NKCl, so I will put stoichiometry of KCl in the numerator. Now it is NKCl. Sorry. And if you want to, this is stoichiometry of KCl. And if you want to calculate the moles of KCl using oxygen, so put the moles of oxygen and divide it by stoichiometry of oxygen. That is 3. So is it okay, beta? You write it, then we will be doing some problem. You write it down, beta. Guys, it's a request to all of you that you should join live classes only. Okay, that will help you in understanding, that will help you in scoring good marks. Okay, do not over depend on notes as well as video lectures. Those are supplementary. Those things are supplementary and used in the extreme conditions only. Okay, do not distort your habits. So please make your habits to come in online class, in the live class, beta. I am seeing that many of you are regular. Many of you are regular, and I appreciate that. So on the basis of the same reaction, I am giving you question. Calculate moles of KCl and oxygen produced on heating 735 gram of potassium chlorate. Give me the answer, beta. A very simple question for you. चल रहा है ना अपना? The reaction is given. In this case, the reaction is given, but there might be cases where they will expect you to write the equation as well, right? But in this case, already we have discussed this equation. So using this equation directly, you can give the answer. I'm waiting for your response, beta. You can take K as 39, chlorine as 35.5, and oxygen you already know 16. I think that will be a challenging for you. What is the molar mass of KClO3? The mass should be 122.5. 122.5. KClO3. Now I have helped you. Beta, it is given, beta. They are giving you weight, beta. Santosh. Come on, Santosh. They are giving you weight, not moles. I have already told you it is not, the stoichiometric elevation does not directly tell you about weight ratio. These are not weight ratio. If it would have been weight ratio, then also your answer is wrong. You first have to calculate beta moles. They are asking you moles. That is why I have written there how to calculate moles. I know many of you will be facing the problem of, so first just calculate moles. This is you have to learn beta. This is you have to learn. We are going to do some problems. This is the most important thing in the chemistry which you need to learn. Most important and basic after moles. The second most is calculation of moles of the different components. That is using stoichiometry, one of the most important. So focus here and try to learn. So this calculation part 122.5. If you see, you should understand 12 into 6. What is 72? So this should be around 6. This will be around 6. If you check this is 6. I have given you a such number that it is 6. Okay, so you have to use. You do not have to multiply all. Just check. It is 12 into 6, 72. So there is one number 120. If it is 120, then it would have been 720. Okay, so just use your basic common sense. So the moles of KClO3 is 2. Now how will I calculate moles of KCl? Now they have given you the relationship 2:2. That is, if the moles of KClO3 are 2, then the moles of KCl are going to be 2 also. but here the moles are 6. So the moles of this should be 6. Now check it how. What I have told you, if you want to calculate for this, keep its stoichiometry in the numerator, and the moles through which you are going to calculate, you have given these moles. So N KClO3 and stoichiometry of KClO3, that is 2. So it will cancel out. The answer will be 6 moles. For oxygen, just focus here. Do not write anything. Just focus here. This is the utmost important thing. Okay, if you are learning chemistry, you have learned this and that, but you are not able to understand how mole calculation can be done in a given chemical reaction. Then that is of no use. So in case of oxygen, if you want to calculate for oxygen, keep its stoichiometry in the above, in the numerator. Now you want to calculate this by using this KClO3. So put moles of KClO3 divided by its stoichiometry. So use it 3 into 6 by 2. That is 9 moles. That's it. If they are using you, they want you to calculate weight. Now you have already calculated moles. You can easily calculate weight. Is that okay, beta? So I am giving you another problem. So we are solving the questions in which there is only reactant, only one reactant. So now we are till now you can use single reactant problem. I am using single reactant problem. Very simple questions. These problems should be done in the only one or two step. That's it. Okay. Write less, calculate more. Try to write less and calculate more. Okay. So these are problems related to single reactant. Now I am giving you something like 3A gives 2B and 5C. This is I have given you. And it tells that the moles of this is next problem, beta. Moles of these are 6. Can you calculate? Can you give me the moles of? Just calculate the moles of NV and moles of NC. On the similar lines, I am giving you another problem. A gives 5B and 2C. The moles of the C are given as 6. Calculate the moles of NB and Na. One of the most important questions. Okay, I want the answer from your side. Twice of A gives 3 by 2 of B and 4 of C. $12 moles are given. Now calculate this and this. I am getting some answer. How 9 moles will come, beta? Beta, yaar. You use this. I have already given you the relation for mole analysis. Right? Likhta. I have already given you the relationship for mole. It is nothing but moles of this divided by stoichiometry of this, moles of this divided by stoichiometry of this. So if you want to calculate moles of oxygen, it can be written as, just see here Likhta, moles of oxygen can be written as divided by 3 should be equal to for any other KClO3 by 2. If you rearrange, then it will. So if you calculate 2 into 3, it will come as 9 moles. These are given 6. So I have used this. Is it okay, beta, Likhta? Fine. Okay. Try to focus in the class, beta. Things will slowly and gradually will increase. The speed of the concepts, speed of teaching and understanding should also increase. Right? So I am getting some answers, some good answer. Beta, I will be giving you answer. Mansa, just wait for. Kurshita, yes, I will be giving you answer. Just wait. Just wait. So for the first, for this, if you want to calculate, you have to put this 2 here into moles of A. Moles of A are nothing but 6. The given moles are 6 divided by its stoichiometry 3. So NB will be 4. NB will be 4. I can see there are correct answers. So you are getting this concept, very useful concept. 5 for this, you have to put 5 here. Use this 5 in the numerator and into 6 divided by 3. So 10. Yes, many of you have given the right answer. This is the right answer for first. So what does it tell? This equation tells that if you use 3 moles of this, then 2 moles of B and 5 moles of C will generate. So it has given you one equation. Now using that, you can, using unitary method also you can solve it. Now this thing, it has given 6. So to calculate B, you use this stoichiometry, that is 5. Into C का यूज करना है बेटा, तो C का 6 है और यहाँ 2 है. So it will be 15. Here if you want to use the stoichiometry, here is nothing. If something is not written, that is 1 into, here it is 6 divided by stoichiometry 2. So it will come 3 and it will come 15. So those who have given 3 and 15, that is the right answer. These two questions I have already discussed. If you want to calculate this, yes, 30 and 12 beta not right. Mansa, 30 and 12 no beta, you have to see, you have to check this. Okay, you have to check this. Many of you have given right answers, 6 and 15, B and C. This, let me solve this. Let me solve this for you guys. Okay, so if you see, you have to write this in the numerator, that is 3 by 2. Into, it is given, so 12, its stoichiometry is 2, so 12 by 2, 6, that is 9. Someone has given the right answer, 9. If you want to use this 4, so again, you have to use this stoichiometry in the numerator, that is 4 into moles of A are 12 divided by 2, so 24. So many of you have given right answer. I am happy that you are getting this. Yes, Mansa, you have given right answer, but you should check for this. Yes, Sai Darshak, that is right. So have you understood this concept, beta? Have you understood this concept? Is it clear for all of you guys? Because this is very important. I cannot proceed if you did not get. Very nice, very nice. Hanok, but I did not get your answer. Are you solving or just watching? Or just noting it down? Now what will they, how, this looks very simple, Sulabham. Okay, this looks very Sulabham, but sometimes they will not give you moles. They will give you molecules, they will give you volume, they will give you weight. So to solve this, first you have to calculate moles. But moles can only be calculated by given weight when you know the atomic weight. That is why from the first day I am saying that have your periodic table and try to memorize some important atomic masses. Okay, for carbon, for oxygen, nitrogen, chromium, iron, these are some important. So our next question is on the similar lines. Question is calculate number of moles of solid residue after heating 7.5 gram of limestone. You already know that limestone is calcium carbonate. So I just want to tell you, oh, sorry. I am dividing by 2 because beta, it is 2. The stoichiometry is 2 beta. You do not always use reactant. You have to divide by the stoichiometry whose information is given. In this question, the information is given for C. That is why you have to use the information for C. Is it okay, Mansa? Is it okay? Fine. You have to use the stoichiometry. You should understand whose information is given. If information is given about, for example, in this case, if information is given about C, then you have to divide by stoichiometry of C. Okay, you just practice this, but later on you will understand, you will develop your common sense. You will develop your common sense. Okay, and then you do not need to write all this, divide this and that this. You will solve it thoroughly or orally, right? You do not need to use problem. So in the question it is given. Now understand, generally if you heat any carbonate, just remember, it is one of the most important reaction of inorganic chemistry. If you heat any carbonate, right, then they will provide its oxide and CO2. For example, calcium carbonate on heating, they will provide its oxide, that is calcium oxide, and CO2. Most of the carbonate will give such kind of reaction. And they expect you to know the general reaction for carbonate. If you heat any carbonate, they will provide you oxide. This is oxide, this is carbonate. There are some exceptions, but those we will study in inorganic chemistry. This is oxide, this is CO2. This is general reaction for any carbonate, carbon dioxide. So if you want to balance, this is already balanced. Now this is solid. So they want you to ask residue. Residue is kya bach gaya, what is remaining. So remaining of the after the reaction is CaO. So they want you to ask the moles of CaO. Just give me the moles of CaO. And the second problem is also calculate volume of CO2 evolved at STP. Give me the answer, beta. I'm waiting for your answer. Very simple, beta. You know already its weight. Okay. You know already its molar mass. Molar mass is 100. That is why I have told you that there are few important elements, compounds whose molar mass you should remember. Calcium carbonate is one of them. That is 100. So just calculate the moles of calcium carbonate. Those will be 7.5 by 100. Right? So you can easily understood that its stoichiometry is same, 1:1. So they must always have relation of 1:1. If the moles of calcium carbonate are these, then after the reaction, these will produce 7/5 into 100. If you want to simplify, you can simplify 3/40. It will come as 3/40. 3/40. And on the similar lines, moles of CO2 will also come as 3/40. Now, if you want to, yes, that is very correct, beta Mansa. I have got your answer. You are right. 3/40 moles. And if you want to calculate the volume of CO2, so you just have to multiply by 22.4. Now, as I have told you, 22.4 divided by 2 is 11.2 for medical students. 22.4 divided by 4 is nothing but 5.6. So these are some important things which you need to learn. And opposite, 11.2 into multiplied by 2 is 22.4. 5.6 into multiplied by 4 is 22.4. So if you solve this, then if you solve by 4, then it will come 5.6 divided by 10. So multiply, so it will become 3, 5, 15, 16.8, that is 1.68 liters. This is your answer. Is it okay? Shall I give you another question? Shall I give you another question? So where are other guys? I am not getting your response, beta. I require your response. It provides me energy. It provides me. Yes, thanks. Other students, I want your response, beta. Yes, okay, fine. I have already told you that if you heat any carbonate, it will provide CO2. But there are certain other carbonates like Ag carbonate. If you heat it, it provides oxide, but it is not stable and it breaks into metal and oxygen. Similar reaction in Hg. Similar reaction in Hg. So I am also telling you inorganic. Similar reaction for Hg2 carbonate. Right? Similar for Hg2 carbonate. Okay, this is the reaction. If you want to balance it, it will be 2. Okay, and this will be half. I think it is now balanced. Is it okay? So if you heat these, in these cases, what happens? Ag ka oxide, the oxide of Ag is not stable, as well as oxide of Hg is also not stable. So if you're heating, so at the same time, oxide is forming and it is dissociating into this thing because it is not stable. So that is I am telling you. Okay, so I am asking you to question है आपका. The question says on heating 552 gram of Ag2 carbonate, first calculate weight of solid residue formed. So when it says solid residue, so this is solid, O2 is gas, CO2 is also gas. So it basically asks about, it want you to get the information about Ag, that is Ag बताना है आपको. Second is calculate the volume of gases evolved, total volume. Okay, it want you to calculate total volume. If you do not know molar mass of Ag, then I am giving you 108. Stay connected. Now classes, each class is very important, beta. Each class is very important. Okay, you try to learn. Even it is a very nice opportunity for NEET students that they are getting this much time to study mole concept. Generally we do not give this much time for NEET students. Okay, so this is an opportunity. You can learn how to calculate, how to solve questions. What is 216 gram, beta? Yeah, yes, you are right. Anjali, I am very happy that you have given the right answer. Raju, beta, I am asking weight. You should not give moles. I am asking weight beta. So you have to calculate, you check first, you check the moles and then calculate it into. So if you see the molar mass of Ag2CO3, the first one is right, Anjali. For you, the first one is right. Anjali, you have given the first one right. Okay. So if you see its weight is 276, right? So if the reaction is given like this, Ag2CO3, how will you solve in one line? Plus half O2 plus CO2. Some of you might be in doubt that if we balance it by different stoichiometry or different numbers, will our answer change? No beta. You balance it in any way, the answer will not change. Okay, in mole concept, the answer will not change. So if you see, so the weight is given, the initial weight is given how much? 552. So just 552 by 276. It will give 2 moles. It will give 2 moles. Now you can see it is 1. If you heat 1 mole, it will provide 2 mole. So on heating 2 mole, it will provide 4 mole. Very nice. Okay, Raju, you have given the right moles. Okay, but Anjali, you have done one mistake, beta. So these are only 4 moles. It has given 4 mole. So in the first part, N of Ag is 4 mole. So weight of Ag will become 4 into 108. That is 432 gram. Check beta, Anjali, check. Check where did you get the wrong answer. So in oxygen, now let's come to oxygen. It says if 1 mole of Ag2CO3 is heated, then it will provide half mole. 1 ka half. In case of 2, it will provide only 1 mole. The half of 2 is 1. CO2, 1:1 ratio. So if 1 mole is there, CO2 will provide 1 mole. But here there are 2 moles, so it will provide 2 mole. So in the second part, moles of gases will be equal to moles of O2 plus moles of CO2. So it will give you 1 plus 3 mole, 1 plus 2, that is 3 mole. So volume of gas will become 3 into 22.4, that is 67.2 liter beta. Is it okay? Yes, Jayasankar, you are right. Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Is it okay, beta? Shall I move ahead? Is it okay? Is it okay? Just check it, then we will be solving our next question. It's very important. That is why I am giving so many questions, beta. It will help you in developing the concept, as well as it will help you in understanding chemical reactions, how to deal with the stoichiometric related problem, stoichiometric related problem. So I am again so next question is, so I have told you how to heat carbonates. If you heat carbonates, so next question is on bicarbonate. How many grams of calcium bicarbonate need to be heated to produce 3 into 10 raised to 24 or 22 molecules of CO2 gas. What is calcium bicarbonate? See, carbonate is this. This is carbonate. Beta, we write this is carbonate. But if we want to write bicarbonate, just add 1 hydrogen. This is bicarbonate, beta. You need to learn. You need to learn this concept. So on the similar lines, this is sulfate, beta. This is sulfate. This is sulfate. If you want to write bisulfate, then this is bisulfate. Okay. Similarly, this is sulfide. This is sulfide. If you want to write bisulfide, this is bisulfide. Okay. So just check these things. I have written here, here, and here. So calcium bicarbonate is nothing but calcium HCO3 2. This is calcium bicarbonate. So if you heat this calcium bicarbonate, then you will get calcium carbonate plus water and H2O and CO2 gas. So they want this thing. They want information about this thing. They have given the information about this. I think it is balanced. You can see it is balanced. 2. Then it will, here it will be 2. That's it. No, that is okay. Already balanced, beta. Just try to solve, beta. The first step will be what? In the first step, you have to calculate the moles of CO2. If you are able to calculate the moles of CO2, then there will be, please make. Okay. If you want to calculate the moles of CO2 can be calculated. You write the problem here. Its moles of CO2 can be calculated. 3 into 10 raised to 22. Now, as molecules are given, you have to use this formula. So it will give 1 by 20 moles. That's it. Okay. So 1 by 20. And using the stoichiometry, as they are in the 1:1 ratio, then you will also require moles of calcium bicarbonate similar to oxide, carbon dioxide, that is 1 by 20 moles. Right? But they are asking you the weight. So weight will be calcium bicarbonate twice, that is 1 by 20 into the, if you calculate the weight, it will come as 162. So it is nothing but 8.1 gram. Is it okay, beta? Have you got this? Is it okay? Did you get this? I want your response. Did you get this? Or shall I explain it once again? (162) is the weight, beta, calcium bicarbonate. It is the weight of calcium bicarbonate. To calculate weight using moles, you have to multiply by molar mass, right? You have to multiply by molar mass. So, okay, fine. See, explain is, it is in the problem, the information is given about CO2. So using the information, I have calculated the moles. This is what I am telling you from the first day, that in chemistry, at least in this chapter, we are going to deal with the moles. So if something is given, you first try to calculate the moles. So I have already calculated the moles. That is 120. Okay. Now using the stoichiometry, that it is already given by the reaction, that whenever it is heated or whenever it is present in the reaction, it will provide 1:1. That is, if the ratio between calcium bicarbonate and CO2 is going to be 1:1. So as it is given, it is 120 moles, then these have to be 120 moles. Then only it will produce 120 moles of the CO2. From there I got the moles. Now you multiply by the molar mass. now you just multiply by the molar mass, you will get the weight of this thing. Is it okay? Is it okay? So in the next class, we have already understood about the single reactant. In the next class, we are going to understand the more than one reactant. More than one reactant, it is going to bring some very important questions, important and interesting questions. Okay. In the same concept, we are going to learn limiting reagent. Okay. Till now, we did not see any limiting reagent because there was only one component in the reactant side. Whenever there are more than one component in the reactant side, then we will see there might be some cases where there will be a role of limiting reagent. So in the next class, we are going to study limiting reagent. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I think lecture was informative, and there is a request that you should, after going back to the class, after going from the class, you should revise all these. You should try all these questions again. Okay. This will help in strengthening your concept. Okay. I will be giving you some problems or assignment today. Okay. Solve that and we will discuss in the coming classes. Thank you, guys.